What's going on, guys? My name is Jay Parenteau and I am the film dropout. I went to film school for 1 year, and I'm not going to get into why I left school, but all I can say is that I have limited knowledge on this subject. Today I'll be reviewing a Netflix original called Dangerous Lies. This film ranks number 6 on Netflix's most watched list in the US. Number 2 in the film category behind Michelle Obama's Becoming. It stars Riverdale's Veronica Lodge, the vivacious, voluptuous, other V words, vibrant? No, she wears a lot of dark shit in that show. Camila Mendes. Now, before we get into it, I'd like to announce that this review will be spoiler free. So, if you're worried I'm gonna ruin any endings, major plot points, deaths, hookups, one-liners, relieve yourself. I mean, chill out, because there will be none of that here. Alright, let's get into it. Clapper! Here's a plot summary from IMDb. When a wealthy elderly man dies and unexpectedly leaves his estate to his new caregiver, she's drawn into a web of deception and murder. If she's going to survive, she'll have to question everyone's motives, even the people she loves. Wow, does that give a whole ton away? No need to worry though, that's one of the major issues I have with this movie. It's a mystery, but it doesn't give much for the audience's interpretation. You don't get to really guess at anything because you are told it 10 minutes before it actually happens. Let me give you an example. I guess now that the cat's out of the bag on the old man dying, I can just tell you about that scene. Thanks, IMDb! And it's really a shame too, because the old man, played by Elliot Gould, is the only person I really believe throughout this whole film. But we don't get any of that. All we get is dark music that plays before the characters that find him even get close to his house. And one of the worst things about that scene is that once they find a dead body, they just sit there for like minutes. I'm talking minutes before they call anybody. The reason why I know this is because it's actually in the scene. They leave at the end and they say, maybe we should call somebody. Before the old man dies, he gives Katie a check for too much. And as she goes to the bank to cash it, she has this big moral dilemma of whether to cash it or not. But after the old man dies, Wentworth, thanks Leonard, let's fly to Elliot Cabo. All in all, I wasn't in love with the script. But there was one aspect of this film that I really enjoyed, and that was cinematography. The cinematographer, Ronald Richard, has worked on projects like Deadpool, Van Helsing, The Flash, and, you guessed it, Riverdale. I really love how Richard filmed this movie. A lot of his shots had motion in them, revealing bigger scenes. He also used a lot of tracking, especially at the beginning where he did a long take following our main subject. Some other noticeable shots is when a camera was rigged to a car backing up, and as the car took off to go forward, they pulled the camera off the car. The first shot in this film is phenomenal. It shows us a bunch of neon lights that produce color and light, introducing us to the setting that is South Chicago. The only issue I have with this is that the first shot is so great that it makes all the other shots after it seem kind of dull. And don't get me wrong, I love the cinematography in this movie, but it's kind of like when you have dessert before dinner. Let's talk about the acting. It wasn't great. And like I said before, the old man is who I most believed. Among him were the detective and the lawyer. But they weren't the main characters. And with such a small cast, the main characters kind of have to carry the team on this one. I don't know if it was the leading man's disinterest in the film that made me feel so alienated from it. Because of his lack of sincerity, it made me feel like I couldn't immerse myself in that world. And that's exactly what you want from a movie, especially a mystery film. And now for my rating. Because the acting in this movie wasn't very good and the storyline was pretty cheesy and predictable, I choose to give this movie 5 college degrees out of 10. And judging by Rotten Tomatoes' 39% freshness rating currently, and IMDb's 5.2 stars out of 10, I'm not that far off. Now I hate to end on a bad note, and I've already said I love the cinematography in this movie, but here are 2 things that I really enjoyed about this movie. Number 1, the director's name is Michael Scott. Not that one, sorry. And number 2, there was actually a moment in this movie where I laughed out loud. I'm not gonna say what happens or what was said, but if you're from the Midwest and you choose to watch this movie, you'll probably catch this and you'll probably laugh. If you do catch it, come back to this video and comment below. So that's my review of Dangerous Lies. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more movie reviews, hit me with a subscribe, and if you have a different opinion than mine, comment below and I will maybe answer you, or I'm gonna be making another video debating somebody who has a different opinion than mine. Alright, see ya on Tuesday for the next video. Bam! That might have been it. Let's try it one more time. Whew. This movie. Almost had it. No, 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 no. No, Dutch! I stopped.